Did you know that you can actually get pretty flexible in about 10 minutes a day? Well, here's the deal. Most people lay in their bed for 7, 8, sometimes even 9 hours. But did you know that you can do stretches from bed in only 10 minutes to loosen up your whole body? Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna show you in this video. Hey there, I'm Coach Tyler from WeShape, where our goal is to teach you how to move your body better so you feel better in your body. And let's face it, most of us simply don't stretch our bodies. And over time, what happens is we get tighter and tighter and tighter. And so, one of the best ways to build a new habit is to pair it with something that you already do. And if you're watching this video, I'd bet anything that you sleep in a bed at night. And so, how can we pair this stretching with a bed? Simply put, you can wake up in the morning and do these stretches I'm about to show you, which take about 9 minutes to complete, or before you go to bed, you can do these stretches in bed as well. If you do these stretches every day, either when you're getting out of bed or when you're going to bed, they're gonna loosen up your body and make your body feel a whole lot better. Let's dive into stretch number 1. This first stretch is gonna be for your hamstrings, the muscle on the back sides of your legs that often get tight from people who sit a lot and often can cause back pain. So you'll need a towel for this one if you have tight hamstrings. Otherwise, if you can reach your foot, that's fine, you won't need a towel. Start by laying down on your back and grabbing this towel. And what you're gonna do first is take this towel and loop it over the ball of your foot. So you want it over the ball of the foot right here, not over the arch of the foot and not over the heel. That way we can pull the toes towards our nose and stretch the calf as well. In this position, you're just going to extend the leg and you're gonna slowly pull the toes to the nose first. So you can see how my first focus is flexing through the ankle. That's gonna feel a stretch in my calf and all the way down into my hamstring. Now in this position, we're just gonna relax, let our shoulders drop away from our ears so we have good posture. We're gonna breathe in to our bellies and then we're gonna exhale. And every time we exhale, we're gonna try to bring the leg a little bit more forward. Now, something really important about stretching is we don't wanna go to 100% of our limits. We don't wanna go to where like, oh, we wanna push away, because then our body's gonna hold tension and it's not gonna relax from that position. Instead, come to about 85%, take those deep breaths into the belly, and as you exhale, relax and try to bring it up a little bit more, but not going too far. A little goes a long way with stretching. Now you're gonna do 90 seconds of this hamstring stretch on the left side, then you're gonna lift your foot and you're gonna switch the towel to the other side on the ball of your foot as well. And then you're gonna do 90 seconds on this side, again, focusing on the ankle first and then bringing your leg up and then inhaling and exhaling as you bring your leg closer to your body. Once you've done 90 seconds on each side, then you can move on to the next stretch. Okay, this next move is to open up your groin and your hips, which will allow you to sit down and stand up with more comfort and ease, make your hips feel a whole lot better. So you're gonna start this one in a kneeling position, which is great to do this in bed because it's a nice soft surface. Now in this position, what I want you to do is make sure that you keep a nice flat back the entire time. So we don't wanna ever let our back round like this as we're moving in this position, okay? You're gonna bring your knees out as wide as you feel comfortable until you feel a stretch coming through the inside of the inner thighs. And then you can either be up on your hands like this or down on your elbows like this. I prefer my elbows, so I'll show you that way. In this position, we're gonna come forward a little bit, and then we're gonna come backwards and see how far we can bring our butt towards our heels without letting the lower back round like this. We wanna keep that back nice and flat. We're gonna inhale as we come forward a little bit, and exhale as we drop the hips towards the heels a little bit more. We're gonna repeat this motion for 90 seconds, trying to continuously open the hips. If we need to, you can also come forward a little bit if you get a little bit of cramping. You can start to rotate the hips from side to side like this a couple times, and then drop back down in the position. The goal is just to bring your knees as wide as possible and bring your butt as close to your heels as possible as you're doing this stretch without rounding the lower back. Now, once you've done this for 90 seconds, then we can move on to the next stretch. This next stretch is for your upper body. And it's gonna help you create more extension in your spine, which is great for better posture, while loosening up your chest and your shoulders, which are tight on so many people from sitting and rounding our backs like this. So in bed, all you're gonna do is this. You're gonna sit up to an upright position. You're gonna point your fingertips backwards behind you and put your hands behind your body like this. If this hurts, you can take a slightly wider position and turn your fingertips to the outside like this. We wanna make sure that your body feels good and is safe, okay? From there, what you're gonna do is start to just kind of walk your hips forward while you're lifting your chest and dropping your shoulders away from the ears. So we don't wanna do this stretch where our shoulders are rotated inward like this. We wanna open up the chest, pull the shoulder blades back and down, and keep our face toward the sky if we can as we do this stretch. Keep walking your hips forward until you feel a nice deep stretch coming all the way through your forearms, your elbows, your biceps, into your shoulders, and even into your chest. In this position, you can deepen the stretch in one of two ways. You can either lift the chest toward the sky more to deepen the stretch, or you can just walk your hips a little bit more forward. Hold this stretch for 90 seconds, trying to breathe deep and relax as you create more range of motion in your shoulders and your upper back, and then slowly come out of it. That's very important. You can bend your elbows too if you need to as you come out of it, and then slowly come to a seated position. And let's do the next stretch. Okay, this last stretch is the kneeling hip flexor stretch that you can do again in your bed. And this is important because the hip flexors run across the front of the thigh and into the core. And these are really tight on most people because we sit a lot. Those muscles shorten, they pull our pelvis out of alignment, we end up with lower back pain, SI joint pain, which doesn't help our body feel comfortable. Now, this can be helpful sometimes if you have a headboard or a wall, to do this in front of the wall or the headboard to make sure that you have something to grab onto. But what you're gonna do is come into a kneeling position, just like this. Then you're going to either use the wall or a headboard, or if you have your hands on the ground like this, that's fine. Bring your foot up into a lunge position. Now, if you need to, you can keep your hands on the ground, on the wall, on the headboard for creating some balance. I know that sometimes people can have a hard time balancing these positions, so make sure you have good balance. We don't want anybody tipping over, right? From this position, what you're gonna do is turn the hips straight forward and then squeeze the glute muscles. That's really important. We don't wanna come forward into this position to stretch these hip flexor muscles and let our butt stick out like this. That's just putting pressure on our lower back, not stretching our hip flexors. So again, what we're doing is hips forward, tilt the pelvis so you're almost pointing the tailbone towards the ground, keep it there, and then take a big breath in, exhale, and try to drop the pelvis towards the front heel. As you do this, you should feel a nice deep stretch coming through your hip flexors right here, and you're gonna breathe and relax in this position, making sure the pelvis is forward and the pelvis is tilted down like this the entire time. Hold for 90 seconds on this side, and then slowly, using support, come out of this position, bring your hands back down to the wall, the headboard, whatever you need, and switch sides. Hold the other side for 90 seconds, and then wrap the stretching routine up. All right, there you have it. A simple stretching routine that you can do in just 9 minutes from your bed. Remember to do this every single morning as you wake up, or every single night before you go to bed, or if you want some bonus points, you can do it AM and PM to get the maximum benefit from this routine. Now, if you like these stretches and you want more movements that are gonna help you feel better in your body, well, you should check out WeShape, because we create personalized at-home workout plans for people just like you to help you connect with your body and feel better in your body. All you have to do is click the link below if you wanna check that out. Finally, if you want some more stretches to help you feel amazing in your body, watch this video right here.